In this week's episode of Beat of the Week with Kelly Mena, we joined Mill Basin City Council member Alan Mizell and talked to him about how party boats have been thrust onto this sleepy inlet community. Tell us what you think of the mayor's now plan to move party boats from Sheepshead Bay to Mill Basin.
Well, it's a totally preposterous plan. There was no thinking behind it whatsoever. But the main issue for me is, well, there are really two. One is there's no process. The committee was not consulted. Elected officials were not consulted. The community board was not consulted. And they just announced, okay, here we are. This is what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And it's just not the way things are done in the city of New York. The only conclusion you could make is that in order to solve one problem, they're creating another problem for another community. Mm-hmm. This is where they expect to unload hundreds and hundreds of people getting off the boats. Mm-hmm. It's certainly not safe at the moment. Mm-hmm. There's no provisions for hundreds of people.
Right.
There's no parking.
Right.
There is nothing that would recommend this area for booze boats to come here and safely pick up or drop off passengers, especially when they drop off passengers 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. This is a very, very intensely crowded street. Mm-hmm. Then you're going to have hundreds of people coming here every weekend. Mm-hmm. It just this site is just not the right place for it. Where are they going to go? Where are they going to park? Where are they going to walk?
Right.
This is, in my view, totally insane, unprepared. Mm-hmm. No thinking was put into this. And there are thousands of people on the other side, a couple hundred feet away. Ultimately, we're going to meet with the city, and we're going to try to convince them that this is a foolish plan. First of all, they should be bringing the whole plan to the community board, community board, let people know exactly what they have in mind. Right. But ultimately, we're going to have to go into court and challenge them. We've already spoken to people on a preliminary basis, and we need to sit down now with the people who actually made the decision, which we will do on Friday. Is that this is not temporary. Although I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's only temporary until Bush Army Terminal is finished. We are not expecting that this is going to be temporary. This is going to be
for the long haul.
This is going to be for the long haul.
Right.